What's up YouTube, it's Kaameel here, joined by Mr. Rockley. We're doing an introductory video on a new platform release called Lobbsta.
Yeah, Lobbsta is a new platform that just came out here in South Africa that basically allows players and teams to find scrims or players to find teams and even casters to find games to cast and just help facilitate all that instead of having to try find a game on Facebook or have them on your friends list on Steam.
Yeah, 100%. One centralized, community-driven sort of project. For the moment, it is still in the beta phase, so as you see, there's a little beta feedback button here. So any complaints or problems or anything you find with the website, please report it there. It will help a lot. So, but yeah, that's about it.
They're looking for community feedback to just make it a better experience for all users.
100%. So yeah, it's closed beta for now. It is solely in South Africa for the moment, but you see there's a big map. It will go global at some stage. So we're a bit lucky for the moment, eh?
Yeah, we're like the beta testers right now in South Africa. We're the first ones to get to use the platform. So let's go on. Let's see what this platform's about.
Click in a continent in Africa, go to South Africa.
Yeah, and as we see, it shows this front page right now on the left hand side of this page, you see the top 20 players right now sorted by popularity. So as you can see, Traxion is number 1, and currently at the moment there is a competition going on where the player that has the most amount of followers or the top 10 players that have the most amount of followers on this platform get to go play in a show match at Rush, which is in Pretoria if I'm not mistaken.
Sun Arena, end of the month, and yeah, accommodation, flights, all taken care of. So it's important. You get there, get your followers up in the platform, and you could be playing there against Mr. Adestam, Traxion, RDK. And I don't think Sargon is actually that popular, to be perfectly honest. I don't know how he got those votes.
Well, insider information, let's just put it that way. But yeah, Sargon, he's also there. You get to play against Sargon. I don't think you want to do that. But anyway, moving on, we see popularity. Then it's sorted. You can sort it by experience. This is just basically how many games you played, win, lose, and the experience you gain from using the platform.
Yeah, and pretty straightforward. Play games, get experience points.
Yeah. And then got seasonal ranks. This just shows the players' ranks in Dota 2 currently. It is important to note that there is no immortal rank right now that's shown. It will come out. So if you're immortal, it'll just show you as Divine 5. So don't be insulted by that. It'll eventually be updated and show you a true rank. And then we move on. After players, we go to casters.
Like our game, Dota 2, this thing is still in beta. Be patient.
Yeah, be patient. So we move on to casters. This is basically the same thing. Popularity, you got experience, and then the only difference really is reliability. This is if you show up to your cast or not that you've signed up for. And if you don't show up to them, you obviously get a bad reliability rating.
Bad caster.
And then after that, you have teams. Popularity, same thing, except just for teams, not players. Experience, also the same. Then the average seasonal rank just takes the average rank of your players in your team. And then you got rating, which is kind of their own platform built rating system for the teams based on how many games you win and lose on the system.
Kind of like a ELO rating thing. We don't know how it works just yet. I'm sure the website owners do. And yeah, it's pretty straightforward stuff. That's it for the front page. Moving on to the first page of the site from the home page is the scrum sections. As you can see, it looks pretty straightforward. I've made a sort of mock scrum here. Kaameel Chicktay, it's in the open scrum section. So an open scrum means anybody can join the scrum?
Yeah, anybody can. You basically open yourself up for the next hour and it allows anybody to then accept the challenge of the scrum and then you can play that game. So this is a nice way to find games against teams that you don't know if they're available or not, and you just let everyone know you're available and that you can face them.
Yeah, it's also very important to note that only captains can issue scrims and accept other scrum challenges. So to issue a scrum, if you're a captain of a team, is easy. You just hit this create new button, organize game type, required rating, all that kind of jazz. You can customize this yourself. Remember to put your server on SA servers. Don't be playing no USE stuff, because a bot does invite you into so if you organize a scrum here and a team accepts it, and let's say you're playing at 8 o'clock, from 10 to 8 to 8 o'clock, you could load into Dota and a bot will send you an invite to join the games and all of that kind of jazz. So it's fully automated, super cool for the moment.
Very important that you're inside the Dota client before your game starts.
Right.
You will get a notification 10 minutes before your game on the site, as well as you'll receive an email letting you know that your scrim is coming. And then from there, you just in the Dota client and you'll just get an invite, you click accept, and you just make sure you join the right team that you've been assigned to, and then from there you play. It's pretty simple as that. The game will start as soon as all the players and the casters are in the match. As you saw, there was an option to add casters if you'd like.
Yeah.
And that's just super easy, super great. And then we move on to My Scrims, which My Scrims basically just shows all your open scrims that you have available and any scrims that you've had planned for a specific time versus specific teams. The other team does have to accept that scrim though. So if they don't accept it, you don't have that scrim. So just make sure that they accept that scrim instead of you just waiting around for this game to happen and it doesn't happen.
Like if you go here, you can see the game's still pending here by Sinister 5. They don't want to play us. They're scared.
Yeah, and
They're
when you
scared.
go onto the team, you can see who the players of the team is, their rankings, their how many hours they're available, their experience, all the jazz, the time, the date. You can join as a caster. If you see a scrum open, you can click join, and which will send a request for you to be able to cast a game, and they can accept it. That's also nice. You can add it to your calendar. You can share it on social media. That's also a very nice feature. And that's about it from the scrim section.
The next page of the site is the Spectate page. So Spectate, pretty straightforward. Games will be there. You can click on them. You can watch them. You can find YouTube streams. And you can also, there will be a match ID there. You can click on it. You can watch games through your Dota client, which I think is actually a huge feature.
Yeah, so on the Spectate, you can see all the live games. Currently, there are no live games, but it will show all the stats of the games, who's playing the games, give you the ID. You can watch it super simple. Then you got the upcoming tab, which shows all the games that will be played later on. As we see, Spooks versus Seth Gaming, they have a game for the 20th of June at 7. The ratings, everything, if there's casters pending, everything, how many games there are, shows you everything you need to know about the game. And then finally, we have Archived, which is literally every single game that's been played on the platform. You can go back, see the scores, see who played in those games, how they went, and things like that.
The next section of the website is my personal favorite, the marketplace. And that's exactly what it sounds like. Players looking for teams, teams looking for players, all in one central point. If you're looking for players, you check, here's their ranking, here's their availability for week, here's their position. It's super straightforward, super easy, and it just makes life a lot easier. You don't have to go and sift through Dota 2 SA and look for the people looking for teams, you know?
Yeah, it's just very easy, everything in one place. It's a marketplace. It facilitates basically buying and selling, or in this case, just moving players around. That's how SACN is. And then you see their age, their experience, their popularity, which is the number of followers they have.
Which is important for the moment because the Rush tournament is going on. You want to be part of that All-Star match, you got to beat Mr. Everybody here with a higher ranking than you know?
Yeah, definitely. And from there, we go on to the casters. Even the casters are on the market here. So if you're looking for casters and stuff, you can come here. You can look for analytical casters, play-by-play casters, and we're all on here. We got our popularity, our reliabilities there, our experience, what servers we want to cast on. So everything's there for casters. And then there's teams, obviously.
And then if you're a caster, the popularity actually kind of matters, right? At some point, if you're a tournament organizer, you want to come here, look for the most popular casters, whatever. You don't have to look for Twitter followers. You can look at popularity there. Still think you should look at Twitter followers, TOs. Just remember that.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Popularity is quite important for casters because that's how you basically bring in the numbers.
Yeah. And the next feature here on this section is the team feature, which is really great because, like, this is a recruiting thing. This is the part I like. It's like this team looking for players, hard carry, mid laner, off lane, roaming support, hard support. Okay, they're looking for a full team, but you get the point, right? And you can see teams' ratings. You can see the average season MMR, like we spoke about earlier, and you see the teams that are dedicated as well. Like XD practice a lot.
Yeah, 25 hours a week. You know, they practice every afternoon, a couple of hours, and you can see the most dedicated teams. If you're looking for a more chill team, you can see that lower availability, reliabilities, even their ratings, and yeah, this is just the perfect place if you're a team to just advertise that you're looking for specific players.
And then going forward, you can actually see some cool stuff as well. If we click into XC Dota 2 here, right, for example, we can look at looking for this right now. There actually you can see like transfers in, transfers out, so you can even have like a record of like who's been in the team, where the players have been. The same thing for players as well. You can see which teams they've played for, all that kind of stuff. So you actually have like stats to build on in easy, accessible way for South African Dota, which is really cool.
Yeah, there's also other stats like which heroes they mostly pick, which ones they bans, the deaths, the kills, the average scores, and all the neat little things you'd like to know about a team.
100%. The last page to speak about on this website is the social page. Now, the social page is a clear reminder that this website still is in beta because though the concept seems pretty good, at the moment it's not really all that functional. Still a long way to go there.
Yeah, it's something they just want to work on first, but basically what it's going to be is the players you're following, you'll be able to see what they're posting on the site, and you'll be able to organize it in such ways like what's trending in South Africa, top players, etc.
I mean, trending globally, let's say an Alliance player was on here and joined the team, and you could see there that he joined the team, like, for example. Like, we go in here, we can check it out for a bit.
Yeah, we can see, like, what's trending right now, all the posts that are coming up. And after that, not to mention, there is another social aspect to this game. You can click on send a message in the top right.
Yeah, this is a pretty cool feature because, like, if you're looking for, let's say, I want to add a player to, if I want to play against Sargon's team, I type in Sargon, I can click here, I can start a chat with him, and it's super easy. I don't have to have him on Steam or anything like that. So if you're finding new players to play with and all that kind of jazz, it's a lot easier, or makes life a bit easier at least.
Yeah, it's just much easier to get a hold of people that you don't have on your friends list or don't have contact with in any other way. So you can just contact them on this if they're on the site, and you can organize what you want to do.
Yeah, like we're saying, the social aspect is at some point could be good. Like Skynet actually did just join Synthos 5 and wasn't just a new website. It would be pretty interesting to know that. But for now, still in beta, not that much to say about it. And yeah.
Yeah, and hopefully they work on it in the future.
Now we're talking about the portions of the site that's relevant only to you. So we're hitting in the My Profile section right now where you keep all your own personal stats and stuff. It is important to note that your stats that get displayed is only recorded through games played through with Lobbsta. All your official scrims and stuff you play like that, those are the stats that get recorded.
Yeah, so all the games facilitated by the Lobbsta platform are the stats that are recorded. As you can see, you have basically all the stats you'll need. And there's not much really to talk about other than that you got the stats that you need. If you're missing, if there's other stats that you want, you can always just send feedback to the beta and they can see if they can work it in. There's player stats, there's also caster stats on the top left. And yeah.
Yeah, you have we also have a calendar to schedule your stuff. You see all your scrums coming up and all that kind of jazz, so it's easy to keep track of that. We spoke about the chat function already, and here's another thing to speak about is the notifications tab. Another beta bug is that not actually a bug, just a feature for the moment. To make your notifications go away, you have to click on the bell. For now, at some point it will be like Facebook, it'll just go away after you check it and you click on it.
Yeah. So they will obviously implement that later where you just click on your notifications, all your notifications go away, you don't have that little reminder of how many you have. And after that, yeah, pretty nice sites. All in all, I think it's going to do its job. I enjoy it.
Yeah, I think so as well. It is still in beta. We have to keep that in mind. So it is up to us to send feedback through the developers, all that kind of stuff, so they can work to improve the site. It's also important to note that we have shown quite a lot of the site already. More or less, that's it. That's all they have for now. But at some point, they will be adding more things like the custom cups and more features will be constantly added. If you have any ideas and stuff you want to put forward to the people, there's the beta feedback thing. You could send, you can tweet them at official Lobbsta on Twitter. You can follow them as well. All in all, we're a bit impressed there, I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, we're quite impressed, and it's basically up to us as the community to make this work. If we want this to work, we have to be the ones to use it to make it work.
For sure.